Oh my god, people. I've got a video for you today. We got some hot, spicy drama, some news, right? I'm bringing you some news. If you are anyone who cares about gaming, right? Games, games. I play Minecraft right now. This is my solo hardcore world, by the way. Offline, this isn't for videos. I don't want to make any progress while I talk about this topic. That doesn't matter, right? The topic of today's video is Call of Duty. So if you like FPS games or if you just like gaming in general, I feel like this is super important just for the gaming landscape as a whole. We've got a pretty juicy topic because it just came out that Call of Duty, Activision, whatever you want to call them, have been making skins in their game, like buyable, purchasable bundles that people have to spend real life money on to get like a cosmetic in the game. You know this by now. You've played enough modern games to know, like Fortnite's been doing it for ages. Call of Duty's been doing it for ages, right? They have been making skins using AI. The entire thing. I'll whip up like a picture on in the edit. Look at this. It doesn't even look good. Oh, I did not think that my mob farm was actually working, but it turns out it kind of is. But yeah, they've been making skins with AI. They made this weird, like, I don't even know what to call it. Like, it's like a Chinese or like Japanese demon skin. They've been making skins on using AI. Like, this ain't made by a real human. I think this is such a bad thing for gaming if we are going in this direction. If we're going in the direction of having our games be AI generated, the stuff in them, or like whatever, like who knows, right? Who's to say what they've been using AI for? Then the soul of gaming is lost. Like, it goes beyond just an issue of, oh yeah, this skin wasn't made by a real person. It's gonna ruin games. It's going to make games less enjoyable because it's not real. There's no soul to it. I also just want to bring up, there's been like over 1,000 layoffs when Microsoft took over, and the skin came out not long after. I watched Nero's video on it. If you guys have watched that or you know him, then you can go over there and you can watch that. I'm pretty much just repeating this because I can't believe it. There's been over 1,000 layoffs, and like, people are losing their jobs. People have lost their jobs. Lots of people have lost their job. And what for? So that Microsoft or Activision can save some money, so they don't have to spend as much money to pay their workers, so that they can keep profiting a little bit more off of AI skins. AI generated skins. Man. I'm kind of lost for words at this. Like, what next? What is it next? What are we going to have? AI generated, like, games? I mean, to be honest with you, Call of Duty could have been AI generated for years at this point. The algorithmic, just how algorithmic that game feels. You don't feel like you're even playing a game. I wouldn't be surprised if Call of Duty's been using AI in their game for, like, years at this point. MW 2019, I think that's when they started using AI in their games. That's a theory of mine, right? Because the games have felt wrong, at least since that point. People are losing their jobs, which is it's really sad, to be honest. People are literally losing their livelihood, what they've probably tried their whole life to get into that industry, and for what? so that Activision can make some more money. Oh, poor Activision. Oh, poor Microsoft. They're just a small companies. They don't really make much money. Get out of here. Get out of here. It's depressing, man. It's so depressing. I feel bad. I really do feel bad for all the people who've lost their jobs. But I said it before and I'll say it again. Like, the more they use this AI stuff, the more soulless their games feel. Knowing that they have an AI bundle, and probably multiple now, right? If we're being honest. It really shows, like, they don't care. They do not care about Call of Duty. The people behind it do not give a damn. Call of Duty is a moneymaker for Activision, for whatever the game development studios are involved, and for Microsoft now. It's a cash cow. Call of Duty is a cash cow. And that's all they see it as. They don't see it as what people who've been playing it for years see it as, you know, the game that a lot of people grew up playing. No, they see it as a way to get money out of your wallet. And if you're someone who still supports the Call of Duty games, in terms of like buying the bundles and stuff, you're buying a game anyway. You're buying the game. You don't need to buy a bundle. Just like if you're actively contributing to this, even worse, if you've been actively contributing towards AI skins, like I'll give you the benefit of the doubt if you didn't know, but like I honestly think that buying bundles for Call of Duty is crazy. I think like you're out of your mind. You're actually out of your damn mind. Nowadays, what, you buy a bundle and you get a skin for like 3 weapons that you probably don't even care about. Or if you're buying it for like the weapon that you do care about, you get a skin for 1 weapon out of, I think there's like over 100 in there because they've got the MW2 weapons in there as well, right? Like, what value are you really getting out of that? It's certainly not the price tag that they've got it listed up for. At least I don't think so. I mean, you believe what you want, but I don't think you're already getting the value there personally. But I also just want to say, like, the old CODs, right? The monetization method was they sell you a game and then they sold you map packs. I think map packs were not the best. I think it's a very dated monetization method, and I do not think map packs should come back. But I would absolutely take map packs over the current like monetization method. Like when you compare map packs in old COD to what you're getting now for the same price, it is shocking. Back then, you paid the same price that you're paying for a bundle that comes with like an AI generated operator skin, an AI generated gun, AI generated player banner. Right, that's all you're getting. You're getting like a handful of items that you probably won't even use like for longer than the first day that you buy it anyway. And you used to be able to get a bunch of multiplayer maps, zombies maps. Back in the day, you got the Black Ops 2. You could get like an entire new gun, which I mean, I thought that was a bit cringe that it was locked behind a paywall personally, but still, you know, the fact that you got that much value. You could play those maps like forever. Well, not forever, because eventually the game died, but like you can technically still use that content. You can still go play those maps. And do you think that in however many years, let's say like 5 years time, anyone's going to be coming back to play Modern Warfare 3 and like use the skins that they bought, the AI generated demon skin that they bought? I don't think they will. You believe what you want. I don't think they will. I think the worst part about all of this, and to be honest, it's the worst part about the whole way that COD has gone in the last good like 5 years is just it's the fact that they keep getting away with stuff. That is the worst part. They keep getting away with stuff. At first, it was the skill-based matchmaking, and you know people had a problem with it. People complained, and you know rightly so. But they're still getting away with it. It's still in the game. The game feels horrific to play. It feels like you are cogs in a machine. But, you know, people carried on playing. You know, people kept buying bundles. So, of course they're not going to change. Why would they? It did great for their numbers. It's just depressing. It's really depressing. Incentivizing people as well by making it so that if you do buy bundles, you get easier lobbies. I'm pretty sure that there has been actual like studies that people have put together to verify that that's true. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that that came out as being like factual. AI skins, as we now know, probably AI code at this point. Let's be honest. They've got the AI matchmaking. They got AI everything, man. I'm all for like getting AI to do more stuff, but when it makes things soulless, like why are you doing it? AI is cool. AI is new. It's fresh. It's not new, but you know, AI is like it's kind of it's being introduced to the world. It's being tested with, how much can we get AI to do is sort of like the everyone's thought right now. It's like, oh, how can we utilize this? And Activision, Blizzard, Microsoft, whatever have you, and Call of Duty, the people behind Call of Duty are using it to make their game soulless because it makes them money. And, you can look at this video and you can just say, well, yeah, cope. So what? And, it's fair enough. Like, I don't play COD. I've not played COD for a while. It doesn't feel fun. It's not enjoyable. I would rather play XDefiant if I wanted to play an arena shooter. To be honest with you, I've been enjoying more single-player games. I've kind of gone off just even bothering trying to keep up with modern gaming a lot of the time, modern FPS gaming, because it's always so competitive. Even XDefiant's quite competitive. Don't get me wrong, it's nowhere near as bad as COD, and it's like fake cog in the system, but you do run into people who are just trying their ass off, and that's not really for me. So I've taken a step back from that. I'm enjoying a lot more single player games nowadays, but I think, it's all down to they just keep getting away with it. People keep letting it slide. They're gonna keep doing stuff. If you think this is the end, you're wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if they do an AI trailer for Black Ops 6. I really wouldn't be surprised. Or I also wouldn't be surprised if you remember back before MW 2019 released, they were the big thing was oh my god, we've added doors. We've added doors to the game. They open and they close, and it's so cool. We love doors. You can run through doors. You can peek through doors. Dude, the doors would have been cool if COD was a tactical game. COD is not a tactical game. You run around, you shoot people. You do not need doors. You don't really not need working doors. It's annoying, and you can get shot through them all the time. Doors are not cool. I'm sorry, doors are not cool. But, COD will believe what they want, or Activision, or whatever. Again, I'm not going to keep going through this. I'll just keep saying COD. But, yeah. I think if you're still supporting COD, I don't want to insult you too much, because I think there's likely not something going right in your brain. Because it's either that or you've got some sort of what do they call it? You're a sadist. That's the one. You're either a sadist or there's something not quite ticking right up there if you are still a supporter of COD. Now, I'm not saying if you're a player of COD. Don't get me wrong. I know there's a lot of people who play COD because they've been playing it for years, and there's a lot of casual COD players who actually support the game. That to me is wild, but I'm not going to insult you if you just play the game. I am going to insult you, however, if you are supporting the game and you're saying, "Oh well, actually, it is good." They're using AI. They made a skin with AI, and if you're supporting the game, you probably bought it. You probably bought that skin. My guy. These games, unfortunately, COD games, the soul is gone. The sense of community is gone because lobbies disband, and it's a shell of its former self, is Call of Duty, unfortunately. And if you're someone who's watching this video and you're too young to have experienced any Call of Duty before, Ghosts, I'd say Ghosts. I actually enjoyed Ghosts all right a little bit, but I'd say Ghosts was pretty much the downfall of COD. Again, I kind of enjoyed it, but I think everything after Ghosts, Ghosts wasn't the best COD. Everything after it has been nowhere near as good as everything before it. If you're too young to have experienced that, older Call of Duty games, I really feel for you. I really do. In their prime as well. I'm not saying going back to them, because the people that are going back are the same people who are getting tired of current COD, and because they've been playing current COD, they're already in the same mindset of sweating harder, and it just ain't the same. It just ain't the same. Old COD was something special. But yeah, I think if you are actively still buying skins, these AI crap skins, especially if you continue after listening to this video and learning this, that if you're still gonna go on and buy those skins, you are a lost cause, my friend. You are a lost cause, and do not stick around for the channel, because we aren't going to get along. If you're someone who does think that this is a problem and it shouldn't be in the game, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to the channel because we likely think the same and we can share some good takes. Now, before we go, I do want to just say something because I think it's genius, if I do say so myself. But I was thinking about it, right? I was thinking what Call of Duty's doing with making these AI-generated skins and selling them, because it's probably costing them nothing to just run an AI, right? A little bit of electric, if they're doing it local, which they're probably not. They're probably outsourcing it to somewhere else. It makes me think about the printer ink business. Now, if you guys don't know what I mean by that, like, I think everyone knows that printer ink is quite expensive for what it is. But there's actual, like, I don't know if you guys know, but printer ink is just pretty much a scam. It costs them, like, I think it's like a fraction of a penny. I could be wrong about that, but it's definitely like pennies if it is more than a penny. They sell it for like over 1,000 times markup. This is pretty much what COD's doing. Call of Duty is becoming a printer ink business, and people hate the printer ink business. I don't know why people don't hate COD yet. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's people that do, but I don't get why more people don't. So that's all I had to say. I wanted to compare that and talk about COD a little bit. Thank you for watching. Bye.